What's up, YouTube? So I'm not going to be sitting down in front of a computer anytime soon. Well, anytime soon to make videos, because I do have other obligations, but like I always tell people, making videos is at the bottom of my priority. I only make videos when I have nothing else to do, or when I'm fucking driving and going to someplace specific. So I wanted to talk, by the way, man, Red Bull affects me differently than regular people. Most people take the shit because they need extra energy. I notice the shit calms me down and puts me in a very relaxed state. So whenever I'm about to go out and deal with people, I drink some Red Bull so I'm calm and I'm not as aggressive, and I don't zap on people when they piss me off. So, every little bit helps. Plus, it's delicious. Anyway, so it's gonna take me about 15 minutes to get to the new place I'm gonna be staying at for the next couple of weeks. And the main reason I wanted to make the video right now as I'm moving again, because, man, so I dated a chick, she was from Pakistan, and I always used to make fun of her because she would have a new fucking address every year. I first met that chick, I think, my senior year of high school. I graduated in 2011. The last time I spoke to her was 2016. Well, no, not 2016. That was the last time I spoke to her on some one-on-one shit. But a few years after that, she crashed my fucking stream with another chick. And that live stream is still up. I'm always going to keep that live stream up because it proves everything I've ever said, man. They always come back. If a woman has ever cared about you, she's always going to come back in one form or another, right? Completely forgot she existed until she crashed my stream. But the main reason I'm using her as an example is because this is why they tell you not to make fun of people, right? She would have a new address every year, right? I would call her the Nomad. I would call her the Nomad. Because she was, so let's see, that's what, 5 years? Yeah, between 2011 and 2016, that's 5 years. And she had 4 different addresses within those 5 years. 3 different states, 2 different countries. It's ironic because the universe was telling me that we should have broken up, because the year we did break up, she actually got deported back to Canada because she had a Canadian citizenship. But they got deported because her stupid fucking father and mother were arguing with the Border Patrol. Now, in law enforcement, there's a hierarchy. Well, not really. I mean, they're all cops at the end of the day, right? But among civilians that don't know anything about the law enforcement world, they have this illusion of a hierarchy in their head. So they think the feds are up here, then state police is right here, then city police is right here, then sheriff's deputies is right here, then Border Patrol is right here, and correctional officers are right there, right? They got this illusion of a hierarchy in their heads. So when civilians encounter Border Patrol or, correctional officers or sheriff's deputies, they kind of treat them as they're below normal law enforcement. That's essentially what her dad did, right? Her parents were giving the Border Patrol shit, forgetting that we don't have to let you in the country. It's a privilege. So, to make a long story short, she got deported. The main reason I wanted to open up my video with this story is because she changed addresses 4 times in those 5 years. I've changed addresses 5 times in the last 2 years. I like moving around, man. Even the chick that I was just talking to when I was telling her I was leaving, you know, she kind of gave me a look like, you sure you don't want to stay another day? And I'm like, I gotta move on, right? I ain't gonna lie, she could get it. I was tempted to ask her for her info so I could hit her up again later, but my inner voice told me to stay focused on what it is I truly desire to do. So you gotta listen to your inner voice, fellas. And she said, well, if you're ever around here again, you know, I'll see you around. And, you know, the universe has this strange way of always bringing people back together. So, ironic to the story I just told. All the energy you put out eventually returns to you. I did a live stream where I covered this, but the dude who requested this video, he specifically wanted me to talk about karma. I don't remember your name off the top of my head, but I do remember your YouTube avatar. So, let me just start off by saying, when regular people think about karma, they think about this opinionated, morality-based mumbo-jumbo, as if the universe gives a shit about the human perception of good or bad. Let me just bluntly say this. Morality is a concept invented by humans. Morality does not exist in nature. If a starving lion encounters your baby is going to get eaten and mauled. Versus if the lion is well fed and has become accustomed to humans, the lion might steal your baby and it might raise it to be a lion. This didn't happen with lions, but it happened with wolves, where in Russia somewhere, a little girl ran away from home and then wolves raised her. True story, look it up. And when they captured her several years later, she was fucking barking and growling like a wolf and shit. Now, obviously, those were some well-fed wolves. I mean, they got used to humans, so they didn't kill the little girl. However, understand, this was not a decision by the animals based off of morality. This was a natural circumstance to where, because there was no need to kill this person for survival, the animals didn't do it. Because if you notice, animals act completely different when they're on survival mode and when they don't need to survive right now and they're just chilling, right? There's videos of people sitting next to wild bears while they're fishing and shit because the bears are fully fed, fat, and just smiling, right? However, there's also videos of when a grizzly bear is starving and you're on the menu. So it's just one of those things, man. We call this personification. We're humans, because a lot of humans are narcissists. They try to act like animals are humans, and we try to like give them human-like characters. Oh my God, they know good and evil. Oh my God, they have morality. Karma, the way you guys think of it, is false. All the energy you put out eventually returns to you one way or another, and it's completely neutral. It doesn't matter. Good or bad, it's not calculated. So let me give you an example. There's a saying, live by the sword, die by the sword. If you kill another human being, that energy will eventually return to you. If you kill another human being at some point in your life will attempt to kill you. Doesn't mean they will succeed. You ever wonder why police officers are so paranoid, or people that have done prison time are so paranoid? That's because they know, even if the law of man never caught them for their body, because again, the universe is unbiased. The universe, I mean, killing is just killing. It is what it is, right? But understand, okay, all the energy you put out eventually comes back to you. That's why you attract what you are. That's why intelligent people have intelligent friends. That's why top players are only friends with other top players with some exceptions, and that's why all the shit players hang around each other. That's why all the retarded people hang around each other. That's why all the people that suck at sports hang around each other, and all the people that were good at sports hang around each other, because all the energy that you put out eventually returns to you. Now back to the killing. They're paranoid because their inner voice, their heart, is telling them what they already know. That because they took somebody else's life, another human is going to attempt to take their lives. Now again, doesn't mean they will succeed. That's why the greatest warriors that ever existed, they never died by the sword. They died of old age or disease, whatever, even though many human beings tried to kill them. This is karma. This is natural law. This is how everything works. When you observe nature, okay, as above, so below. The ultimate source of life in the solar system is Sol, which is Latin for the sun. All the energy the sun puts out eventually returns to it. Same thing with planet Earth. All the energy Earth puts out eventually returns to it. Now, we're caught in the middle. We benefit from this tug of war. Oh, and we also can't forget about the moon and the other planets in the solar system. It all works together so that we can live in paradise. However, this is the same with human beings. Now, everybody that's watching this video that's over the age of 15, you guys have hundreds of examples of you guys doing something and it eventually comes back to you. And you guys know it's not based off of any type of opinionated morality bullshit. You beat somebody up, somebody later on attempted to beat you up. You beat somebody in a race, somebody else later on attempts to beat you in a race. You steal somebody's girlfriend, somebody else later on attempts to steal your girlfriend. You hit somebody's car and you never got caught for it. Eventually later on, somebody's going to attempt to hit your car and they're probably not going to get caught for it. And I have tested this consistently over a large sample size because I don't read fucking Google studies, man. I don't go to Wikipedia. I don't go to Man for Knowledge. I do the experiments myself. And you guys can do the experiments yourself. Sit down and meditate on all the real life situations that you guys had. Okay, just making sure I took the right exit. Meditate on all the life experiences that you guys had, and you guys will notice that everything that you guys have ever done has returned to you at some point in your life. And you can continue to test this right now. So I think today is the 9th. Yeah, today is the 19th. So, and observe how all the energy you put out from here on out is going to eventually return to you in one form or another. There is no set time limit for when it happens. Sometimes it happens quickly. Sometimes it'll take years. Sometimes it'll take decades. That's why I warn people in advance. To those of y'all that have children or will have children, be careful what you do with your child, because that increases it tenfold. Anything you do to your child or with your child or say to your child, that shit comes back to you exponentially. My inner voice is saying that I've said enough for this video. Plus, I'm about to pull up to where I'm going to be staying at for the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I'm going to upload this video and catch you guys in the next one. Peace.